Making mulch as the sun shines. Gardening by Kathy Gardiner.
Heading down the driveway after work, I am greeted by an old washing machine copper with a beautiful patina holding hellebores with the darkest, nearly black flowers. The vintage copper has turned green because it has been exposed to water and oxygen and other environmental factors. I have a couple of old coppers in the garden, gold finds at junk markets. I love how they sit nicely in the garden, holding plants a little out of the garden bed. I also have some of them still holding water, and they are the perfect receptacle for water lilies. They seem to thrive in the old coppers. I'm assuming the copper leaches out and they feed the plants they hold. I've never had a death. Now's the time to hunt them out and use them in the garden to create little stories. When I plant water lilies, I must admit I am lazy. I pop a stocking filled with horse manure at the bottom of the copper, weigh it down with a couple of bricks, and then just place the water lily pot on top of the bricks. You may need some large stones if the pot starts to float. Fill up with water and leave. They are lovely under the gum trees, and every year they bless me with beautiful floating blooms. The bees, dragonflies and bugs love the water in the garden, and the rim of the copper is often overcrowded with thirsty bees. The colours of the patina of the copper, juxtaposed with the red rust of the cortex steel and bark of the gum trees after rain, are beautiful natural features in the garden. Coppers can also be filled with billowing grasses. Stipa gigantea is stunning. It looks fabulous and is easily moved in the garden with the help of a trolley. Bring them out in spring, like the lemon and orange trees from the orangerie in Versailles in France. If you have not experienced this, look it up. Just a delightful yearly occurrence. I love the colour of the fuzzy underside of the Magnolia grandifloria, the russet tones of the Nandina, Leptospermum or copper glow, wallflowers, Cherianthus, and the kangaroo paws just about to start flowering. The rust colours are a beautiful contrast with the vivid greens of spring, especially with euphorbia. My rust-bearded irises are just coming into bud. Always a beautiful time of the year as they unfurl their outer leaves to reveal their throats and petals. The new growth on roses has rust, copper and burgundy tones. Keep an eye on the pesky aphids as they will start appearing as the weather warms up. They are ferocious eaters of new growth. As you walk around the garden, you may notice that the English box or buxus hedges are looking a bit sad and sorry for themselves with a rusty hue to their leaves. Now is the time to fertilise them. Adding blood and bone will give them a new lease of life and restore their green colour. As I drive back out of the driveway in the morning, I will be greeted with a huge box of bare-rooted clivias, a marketplace freebie, perfect to plant under the deciduous oak trees. I know they are orange and loud, like the high-vis jackets of flowers, but plant them en masse for great effect. They are a dependable and extremely hardy plant.
Much ado about mulch.
This weekend, I'm finally buying a petrol-run chipper rather than a mulcher. A chipper will help me keep on top of green garden waste, larger fallen branches from gums and prunings from the fruit trees and other larger trees. Rather than wasting it by putting it in the green bins, I can slide it through the chipper and create garden mulch goodness. I have chosen a chipper over a mulcher as it can handle branch diameters of up to 4 centimetres, and it will create wood chips, whereas the mulcher is generally best for twigs, leaves and soft prunings destined to become compost. I'm hoping the chipper will do both if I organise my organic waste piles. With earmuffs in hand, I will give it a go. October is also the time to fertilise. Make sure you match the fertiliser to the particular plant group. Native plants need low phosphorus fertiliser designed for native plants, whereas your citrus and roses have their own requirements. Get out into your veggie patch and plant tomatoes, basil, coriander and leafy greens, staples of summer cooking. And remember to mulch. Speaking of creating mulchy goodness, you have mulches of wood chips or gravel, and feeder mulches like pea straw or loose hay that have high nutrient content. These feeder mulches break down over the spring, adding nutrients to the soil beneath. As I drive back up the drive this morning to go to work, I see the huge box of bare-rooted clivias still waiting to be planted, leaning nonchalantly on the edge of the box, questioning when they will get their roots back in the soil. A gardener's work is never done. Sigh. They will just have to wait. A gardener's garden is never jobless, But a garden is always a reprieve from the mad, mad world beyond the nature strip.
This article was read by Rebecca Rose.
Sandy Miller.